This chapter is relatively short. It's just about traits for the infected and the innocent. How are we gonna do this? I don't necessarily want to talk about all the traits. It's useless to talk about something that is not strong. So, well, let's just get right to it. What are the best traits? And how does, you know, perking a character work? So, when you select a character, you have a little button that says Select Traits, right? You click on it, and then something like this appears. So this, 3 in the middle, 2 on the right. Now this is, for example, level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5, or something like this. These are the teachable perks, these are the character specific perks, and these are the perks for the infected. Alright? How do you get, how do you make a perk teachable? Well, that's as easy as unlocking it on the character. Let's say you want 10% movement speed for all other characters, right? It's a Chang. So if you select Chang, it would be here, right? Once you unlock that, for every other character, you can select the Chang perk right here if you have enough, if you are the right level. So, in this game, movement speed is king. Movement speed is king. So there's only two that allow this. It is from Chang, run 10% faster at night. Faster at night. And from Rachel, 15% faster in gas or when the exit gate is opened, but let's just say this is the main purpose. Those are both tier 1 perks. That means for our selection, this slot and this slot is already used up, right? That means we are also locked into Chang or Rachel if we decide to go for movement speed. There is a third good tier 1 which comes from Alex, which is a 10% stronger camera flash. Camera flash. No. Alright, so why is 10% movement speed at night so good? Okay, let's say you have a terror hunting you, right? With this 10% extra, you're as fast as a terror. Now, if you draw the knife, you're actually faster. If you go, for example, in the night, you go into the zone before there's also gas, then you are like a rocket with a knife. You can literally, you start boosting. There's no way for the terror to catch you at all. With Alex, it's strong because, um, as I said, this helps you with stun locking the killer. So if you successfully downed him, then as soon as he can be damaged again, you flash him once with the camera, he's downed again. But this here is definitely stronger since you don't want to be fighting a killer. You want to avoid fighting them at all costs. So and movement speed also helps, get fuses quicker, get objectives quicker, stuff like that. Now that means our character is either Cheng or Rachel now for this is tier 1. Now we have tier 2. So Rachel brings to the table, interesting perk is bounce back. She also has a different one, it's called vibrant, but it's so bad that it's not even important for us. And Chang brings slasher. Now I prefer slasher because the knife is a good weapon, and then it's an even better weapon, right? It deals 80 instead of 20, instead of 70. This here bounce back only means that you're regenerating life faster. It can be good, but most of the time you're gonna be a lot. You will feel the difference here because simply your knife then deals 80 damage, right? So you add another knife hit. Now you switch to pistol. That is 200, which is the magic number, for an armored target. 80, 80, 40, it's 200. So you go two knives, you back off, draw the pistol, and down him. That's a good combat perk. Now for teachables, a good one is from Lisa, Interrogator. What does it do? Well, if you are the deciding vote, so that means the last vote on a vote out, it will tell you whether your target was infected or not. It's like a scan result, really. It's also never wrong. So if you have something like, okay, day one, someone is scanned, A says B is infected, the only information you have is that there's one killer between A and one of the A and B is a killer for 100%, but you don't know if it's A or B. So with interrogator, then if you vote B out because he's accused, right, and it says innocent, then you know for a fact that A was lying and is therefore the killer. So it allows you to vote out people safely, and to cut your losses. Without interrogator, you wouldn't know. But like back in the day before interrogator was implemented, we would sometimes just vote both people out, like, well, it's a lot easier to do 1 versus 3 than it is 2 versus 3. So for tier 3, we have Rachel coming in with well, basically it means her levers cannot be deactivated. They can be destroyed, but it will not turn, like if you activate a lever, you are guaranteed that the objective will stay alive. Whoever gets it, that's a different story, but at least once you have flipped over the antidote will go to someone. The lever can still be destroyed, terrorists can still gain blood from it, but they cannot remove the objective. This is called Ox something, and then you have the tier 3 from Chang. Well, let's just say he doesn't really have a tier 3, which is 50% time you spend tracked in case someone puts it on you. Okay, so I went with Chang because Slasher beats Bounce Back. So we're going Chang with, well, we have this automatically, right? Then we go Slasher and 10% faster movement speed. Rachel, we take the teachable on tier 1 and interrogator on tier 2 for on Lisa's interrogator for tier 2. Now, infected traits, which ones are good? Well, there's 3. You have minus 25% damage, or Fun Sponge on tier 2, or Fun Sponge. Now 25% less damage also means that the camera deals 25% less damage. So in case people start doing this here with the Alex a whole lot, you can avoid that by taking the 25% damage reduction. Since at the end of the day the camera only deals damage either. Oh, yeah, but right now Fun Sponge is better because like blood is a problem right now. You destroy 2 levers, you have a full blood bar, and you didn't drain another bag. And it stays the same. It's always half a blood bar if you do it at night or not. The tier 1 that I prefer, there's not many good ones, is where it's a 25% chance that you're using less blood, which translate into being left with one full bar of blood. That gives you a 25% chance, basically to transform an additional time a lot easier during the same night. Alright, so, short story, long story short, movement speed, damage, and information gain, of course, and then unlocking unlocking a perk on a character makes it teachable for all other characters. And that's about it.